close to the camera and I'm not moving. I don't care. My feet are killing me right now. Okay, so it's Remembrance Day, and I've been in my uniform all day long. And I have a pair of boots that are size too big. Results, killing feet. I don't even want to look at my feet. I guarantee I have some, bruises or something. It hurts to move my feet at all. I don't want to move my feet. And in order for myself to get a proper shot, I have to sit on my feet. It's not happening. Or cross my legs. Not happening. So I'm laying down here, and I'll move the camera down just a bit. But I'm physically laying down. My feet are killing me. Okay. So it is Remembrance Day, which is a day where you remember the veterans that served in the World War II, all the wars, and died for your country and died for your peace and everything. So I just want to express my kind of anger towards my own school. Pretty much, we had an assembly, and the grade 12s and the grade 10s went first. And they got the first half of the period, we got the second half, which was the 11s and 9s. So, yeah. So just giving you a heads up, this is grade 11s and grade 9s in this assembly that I'm speaking of. So, at first, it was nice. Pretty much the assembly, you talked a bit. And then one of my teachers talked and saying, no clapping. When you leave the auditorium, be silent. And just remembrance of the veterans and think about them kind of thing. And then the choir came up, which they're called Glee. And pretty much the choir came up and sang True Colors. And now if you don't know what True Colors is, it's a song about self and yourself feeling good and being yourself. And they did this instead of Hallelujah or In Flanders Fields, which are two really good songs that they've done for the past 2 years now that I've been at school. And they did True Colors, which was ridiculous. As far as I've heard, Glee, the choir, didn't like the idea and didn't want to do it, but yet they had to because of Mr. Wheel, which is the music teacher. So that at first kind of got me mad. And then, as pretty much the whole thing went on, there was a slideshow presentation while there was singing going on, and people were talking during that. The slideshow presentation was showing how many people have died in all the wars and everything, and people were talking during that. That didn't fully bother me. What bothered me the most was the bugle call. When a bugle call goes off, you're supposed to stand at attention if in uniform and saluting. If you are just a normal person in normal clothes, then you must stand. No one stood in both assemblies. No one stood in both assemblies except for the teachers. Yeah. We all sat down during the bugle call. That was one of the most disrespectful things ever. And the bugle call was rushed. And in the middle, it's supposed to be 1.5 minutes of silence. It was 8 beats, which is just 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, for 8 times. Not 1.5 minutes. It's supposed to be 1 minute. Actually, it's supposed to be 2 minutes, but 1 minute works 1 to 1.5 minutes. Ridiculous, huh? And then to top it all off, not even to top it all off, at the end of the assembly, when everyone was supposed to be walking out in silence, everyone was talking. No joke. All the grade 9s and all the grade 11s, except for my friends, were talking. Yeah, that's really bad. And then, of course, to top it all off, on 11/11, where you're supposed to be silent and not say anything and have a moment of silence for the veterans and stop everything you're doing, nobody did. There's not an announcement, nothing. My teacher was even talking. Yeah. So, thank you so much, school. I know the cafeteria ladies were really upset because of it. I'm going to talk to my principal about it doing what we're doing next year, because that's ridiculous. So thank you guys for listening, and yeah, I hope your guys' Remembrance Day assemblies went better than mine, unless you go to Westmount. So yeah, thanks guys for watching. Peace out. Bye. You can just barely see my hands.